Hello Taurus, and welcome to your energy check-ins. We're just going to check in for this week going from the 12th to the 18th. It's going to be a quick one just to see what's going on for you. And I will be doing some readings next week about Venus, Mercury and Mars going into Aquarius and how that's going to affect the environment around you more than anything as well. How it's really going to affect your sort of plans and stuff like that for the going future. Okay, so as per usual, we have the relationship side on the right hand side. We have your financial side on the left hand side. You have your two karmic messages at the bottom there, and the overall energies in the middle. Thank you very much for being here. Really do appreciate it. Just see what's going on there. There seems to be like something that's coming to the surface that is giving you a bit of understanding and clarification. This is why I'm doing the energies update. Like a check-in and as well for the energies, and this is for within you as well more than anything else, because I feel like this week here there's a realization week coming on this week. You might have seen that in your monthlies as well with the solar flare readings as well. So you've got the overall energies here of the Wheel of Fortune, and I think basically I don't think necessarily the overall energies are bringing you in that Wheel of Fortune, that moment when things really start kicking off. I think it's more of what it does is gives you that potential, of going forward, striding forward more than anything else, and that potential comes out of a realization that is within you, which is more, it seems to be that way. Okay, on your relationship side, on your karmic message, you've got the Chariot card here. So this is the karmic message for you. This is from within you, your karmic path. Yeah, I think it makes you feel like life is going quicker within your relationship side, within your emotional and spiritual side of life. Simply because you're coming up to your birthday season, and there's moments when it goes quickly and then it really slows down the energy around you. And as I say, it doesn't necessarily mean moving anywhere or changing your love or anything like that. That doesn't appear to be the case here. But what it does appear to be is a real learning curve here. And I think it's going to help you. And it's case of here on your karmic mission here is to understand things quickly. I think that's what it is. On the universe is offering you the Page of Wands. So learning, and this is what the universe is bringing in understanding and learning about your passions, about how you get engaged in your passions with the people that are around you, with the relationships that are around you. And that's also to do with activities. It's also to do with things, the way you talk to people or the way they talk to you, the passionate things about you talk about, engaging with life in a passionate way, rather than being withdrawn. It's very much more sort of front foot stuff here more than anything else. And this is learning you, and the universe here is sort of like throwing you passions at you to see which one fits for you. And I think that's what you're working out. From your past to your future, this is, this is from your past. This is how your guides organise on the super subconscious level. You get the Moon Scorpio card, so it's very good for you. It's showing you the opposite, basically. I think in the past, it's like sort of saying, I used to do things like this. I used to engage in this relationship like this, or this love like this, and I should engage in this way. And now you're starting to learn the other side of the coin. Maybe if I engage in it this way, it will provoke this. And this is going to bring forth a lot of reasoning, a lot of wisdom, a lot of judgment within yourself of how to do things, and give you a real good clarity of vision of where you're going. And the general outcome is the Page of Pentacles. So you've got two pages on here, and these are about learning curves as well. The pages are learning about opening up the pathway for the royalty to come through, and that's what the royalty is all about. And the good thing about it is that you've got wands, you've got moon, you've got swords, and you've got the pentacles. You've got pretty much every sort of element going on here. So I think it's a real assessment about how you engage your passions in a very physical way, and it's going to give you insight of how to and what to progress in the future. So I think this week for you, Taurus, is more than anything else on your relationship side, but also on your financial side, by the looks of things, is a week of observation. On your financial side, on the karmic mission, you get the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. It's a revelation, realizing what works for you. This is what we're doing here again. And this is what February seems to be about more than anything else. There's a lot going on at the moment in the way of stars or planets and stuff like that within star signs, moving a lot from Capricorn into Aquarius. So you have this sort of Seven of Pentacles, which is working out. It's a revelation. 7 is a revelation number for me. And you've been nurturing all of this sort of stuff. And I think there's a case of that. And now it's a case of nurturing the things that really sort of correspond to you, that really work for you. And the universe is here sort of saying, now it's time to, it's trying to provoke you getting on. But in order to get on, there seems to be that you need to put things into place. And that's what that is all about, is securing your path for the future, those pentacles that you should be nurturing and bringing forth to the forward. And from the past you get the Temperance card. And yeah, I think you've been mulling a lot of things over in the past. I think the decisions have been made now. And I think there's within you, it's a case of sort of saying there's no going back. That's what it's all about for you. And I think realizing that this week here is sort of saying, I can't diverse. I can't try and do too many things. I need to go off on my pathway. And I think this is where the 8 of Wands behind you is all those messages that the 9 of Wands bring you, that are those healthy boundaries that stop you repeating things in the past. And then at the outcome, you get the Judgment card here, being you. Going after what you want, going after very particular things that are going to bring in the goods, basically. And I think this is where, at the end of the week, I think it's almost like you're trying a car for the first time, and you take it easy to start with to see how it works, and then you get in the flow of it, and you kind of go, okay, yeah, this car works like that. So, and the general feeling of the things. And once you get that, I think this is where you sort of like, by the end of the week, the weekend, I think that's when you get the sort of, yes, let's get it, let's go, let's do it sort of scenario that sort of comes in for you, more than anything else. Let's just do a bit of clarification with the Light Seers cards, and see what comes out on that, for that sort of thing. Thank you very much for being with us, by the way, and all the support that you show the channel. Absolutely brilliant. Let's just see what's going on for you. Wheel of Fortune, you get the 7 of Swords. That's 2 7s on the table now, 2 pages on the table, 3 cards of, there's 1 card that wants, well, it's you, isn't it, of course, the King of Pentacles that wants to come out. I think this is where you're going to be playing smart. If you want that Wheel of Fortune, if you want things to kick off in your favour in the next sort of month and a half, this is the moment of playing smart, and this is this moment of assessing the situation that is around you, and that's what's going to make you smarter. That's what's going to really bring your sort of like bring you to the fore, as it were. Okay, with the Chariot card you get the 10 of Wands. Yeah, I think this is, once you start, I think this is what you're working out. I think you're working out things that, how you've done things in the past, and maybe it's just come to an end. It's not in relationships, the way in which you've been doing things, and you want to try something new, I think, here. And it's just getting rid of things that before might have been just a little bit heavy for you in regards to your spirit, in regards to your emotions and so forth, that didn't really, bring in the goods, or bring in the good vibration that you so want and what have you. So yeah, the Page of Wands, you get the Strength. I think the strength is within your wisdom, and this is where it's sort of playing there, sort of like saying to you, play with those passions, realizing what works for you, relieving you of any doubts in the past and stuff like that, where you're really starting to look forward with conviction in regards to your relationships. With the Moon card, you get the 3 of Cups. That's exactly what I'm saying here. I think it's the opposite. It's showing you of how you got on with other people, how you connected with other people that are around you, and that's socializing and everything like that. I think there's emotionally, you've known how to do it. Now It's as if you're taking a step up, but it's a step up within you before it's a step up outside of you. Yeah, with the King of Swords, you get the Eight of Pentacles. Good quality work this week, I think, for you, in regards of assessing the situation, realising it, becoming much wiser about who you are. I think is going to be the playing smart aspect. It's going to bring a lot of attributes to you. Well, you get the Five of Pentacles at the top here. I think you have the key is inside you. And I think the difficult part is applying it in the world. I think sometimes people may sort of saying, you know, from this reflection that you're doing in the inside of you, people might be looking at you and sort of saying, Taurus has changed, they're not the same, you know, and this is where you may feel a little bit sort of pushed out in regards to relationships, but you do have that key there. You do. The key is inside you. And the thing is, if people are like that and you feel like that it's not really working with certain people within your life, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's time to come to an end. And I think it's trusting on yourself, and this is where the universe is really trying to sort of say to you, how you engage in the world around you in a physical sense within your spirit and your emotions will bring you that strength, and you've got to stay true to you more than anything else. On your financial side, look at that. Seeing what works for you, searching out those victories. I think that's what it's all about. That playing smart there. It's another 7. It plays in beautifully for you. And you get the Ace of Swords that's clarifying it. So what it's sort of saying, within the things that you do in your life on your financial front, job, business and projects, just go for the things that are working for you. And once you do, that's when you're going to get the results. If you have to really push it, I'm not sure it's worth your while. With the Knight of Pentacles, yeah, it's time to start planting those multitudes of seeds, basically. And the universe here is sort of saying, once you plant one seed and it's well embedded, then you can move on to the next one. One thing at a time, I think this is what it's saying here. Slowly but surely. But when you're planting that seed, being very passionate about it. You know, giving that seed the best opportunity to grow. And that's what the learning curve is here this week for you, within you. Okay? With the Temperance card, you get the King of Cups. I think this umming and ahhing and what you've been doing has brought you a lot of self-satisfaction, a lot of, not self-satisfaction, more like a conviction of who you are, knowing your emotions, knowing what is plain sailing for you, what really works for you. I think the work you've done in the past has really set you up beautifully. It's now a case of not going back to bad times, and that's what the Nine of Wands is all about. Yeah, it's a bit of a take a leap of faith, because at the top of that you get the Judgment card. I think this is what that Nine of Wands is all about. Going on that journey and, having faith in yourself, I think, more than anything else. Having faith in what you've done, knowing what works for you. So it's not that much of a leap of faith, because you've got all those messages, that information that is behind you that takes you forward. Okay, with the Judgment card, what do you get with the Judgment card? So what is this Judgment more than anything else? Page of Swords. Yeah, I think this is playing in with the karmic message here with the Ace of Swords here. This Judgment card here is kind of sort of saying, now I've got to learn how to mentally apply myself on this plan that's becoming clearer for you. And that's when the Wheel of Fortune will start engaging within you. And I think this comes by the end of the week and comes on the outside. There's a lot of ideas about what you can now do with your extra money or your spare time to develop projects and little things that are going to bring you the results. There you go, Taurus. Thank you very much for being here. Don't forget, we have got the readings coming out next week on Venus, Mercury and Mars going into Aquarius, and how it's going to affect the environment, the energies that are around you. We've got loads of stuff on our sister channel, Cymatic TV. There's also links in the description below where you can get a private reading with myself or a healing session with myself. I will see you soon. Don't forget to, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.